What's good, gang? Hey, it's your boy Sir Chris II. Y'all can call me too though. Y'all already know what today is. Today is a Freaky Friday special. It is a Freaky Friday special. I know the intro got a little short because I'm trying to move along, bruh. Trying to move along. It's already hot up in here. Don't know how it's hot, but it's already hot. We got 3 videos for today for the first video of the new year. 3 videos. One of them's altered, one of them's 360, and one of them's an animated film. For the first film, we have The Chinese Takeaway. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, bro. Oh yeah,
it's never easy trying to get employed without any work experience. So I considered myself quite lucky when I got my first job working the late shift at a local Chinese takeaway back in early 2000. I didn't really mind working nights that much, but it could get really boring at times. I was still in college, you see, so working the late shift was the only option.
For my folks that want the subtitles, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on just for y'all. But if y'all want it, bruh, just ignore it, bruh. Just ignore it.
At times. I was still in college, you see, so working the late shift was the only option, since I had classes to attend during the day. Although I did miss hanging out with my friends after class. The boss was quite strict with the rules, but the gist of it was to never leave the restaurant unattended, or keep the customer waiting. Although I found the door chime that was triggered by an infrared sensor a little bit over the top. Not everything was perfect, of course. The scruffy Edwardian terrace houses and rising crime rates certainly left a lot to be desired, and the neighborhood had seen better days. I remember that it was especially quiet that night, with fewer customers than you might expect for a Friday.
I don't like that,
but apart from that, my shift began pretty much like any other shift. Anyway, about 5 hours into my shift, near closing time, I received a phone call. That was a little different than usual. The reception wasn't all that great, so I had trouble understanding everything she was saying, but she explained that she lived in the apartment upstairs and wanted to make a simple order and was wondering if someone could bring it to her door, since she was an elderly lady and was worried about taking the stairs. I was hesitant at first because I really wasn't supposed to leave the restaurant unattended.
No. That's what I'm saying, bro. You working an overnight job and there's an old elderly lady asking you to take something upstairs? I'm sorry, man. I'm not inclined to do that type of stuff. Like, no, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not, and this is why I don't have an overnight job as is right now. And I'm talking like by myself, like a gas station, food place where they don't get that much people, so they just got 1, maybe 2 people for 20, like for night shift. Nah, bro, I'm not doing nothing like that. If I'm doing a night shift, it's about at least 8 to 10 of us. We still, it's still a little short-headed, but we still deep. Cause we ain't finna get picked off, bro. We not finna get picked off. You better be some type of Navy SEAL if you finna pick us off one by one. It's at least 10 of us in a building. Nah, bro, you gotta at least hear somebody scream.
But since it was only going to take a few seconds, I decided to do the right thing and help the old lady out. Her order was rather odd though. Chicken soup without any seasoning whatsoever. Her instructions were to simply take the order to the top of the stairs and the money would be placed under the door. As soon as the order was ready, I waited for a few minutes until no one else was around, which didn't take long, since it was such a quiet night anyway. When I came out onto the street, I looked up at the windows of the apartment. But all the lights were out, and one of the windows was open, which I thought was strange considering how cold it was that night. Opening the door to the main apartment unleashed a strong gust of air, and I acknowledged a notable chill as I observed the old wooden staircase. Seeing how the door was slightly ajar, I thought perhaps she was waiting for me at the door. But it was too dark to see inside. When I glanced down at the floor, I noticed there wasn't any money. So I tried to get her attention by knocking a few times until eventually I heard the familiar chime of the restaurant doorbell. This caused me to hurry back down the stairs and peek my head around the corner. Fearing the worst, I was relieved to see that my boss wasn't out on the street wondering where the hell I was. And when I approached the window to the restaurant, I was surprised to see that there were no customers either. Just a black cat that had snuck into the restaurant, now just staring at one of the chairs as if someone was sitting there.
Nah, bro.
I'll be
it's
honest,
a black
this
cat.
creeped me out a little, but I think I was more concerned with the prospect of my boss finding a cat in the restaurant, given his disdain for felines and animals in general. Anyway, eventually the cat left on its own after a while, and I went back behind the counter and decided to call the old lady's number to make sure she received the order and if it was a good time for me to stop by and pick up the money. However, when I called the number, I realized that the line was disconnected.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Nah.
I wasn't quite sure what to do next, because I wasn't supposed to be making any deliveries. But since it was just a chicken soup, I decided to take some of the cash I had on me and place it into the cash register, just so the boss wouldn't give me an earful later on. I could always stop by the old lady's apartment sometime tomorrow to pick up the money anyway. The next half an hour or so after that were quite uneventful. The rest of the staff had already finished up and headed home, and my boss followed shortly afterwards. I was used to being the last to leave, and locking up was part of the job description.
Bro, this build-up is crazy, man. This better not be it.
I really didn't want to stick around any longer than I needed to, so I closed up and locked the door before finally heading down the street. However, a quick subtle glance through the window as I walked past was enough to cause me to stop as I experienced what I can only describe as déjà vu. The black cat had once again found its way into the restaurant, sitting at the exact same spot, staring at the chair. Needless to say, I couldn't just leave the cat trapped inside the restaurant all night, so I unlocked the door and opened it slightly, while trying to get the cat to come back out onto the street. But the cat just ignored me and instead disappeared behind the counter. However, as I approached the cat, my blood turned to ice when I heard the chime at the front door, and that's when I saw something that caused me to gasp and hold my breath. I couldn't see her face, not because it was too dark, but she was facing the opposite direction, as if she had just stepped outside. I thought about trying to get her attention, but after a while of just standing there at the door, she eventually made her way down the street. I could feel my heart pounding through my chest as she slowly passed by the window, which was soon followed by an uncanny silence.
Ooh, do you hear the steps?
At some point, I did tell a colleague about what I saw that night, and judging by the description of the old lady, he told me that it sounded eerily similar to the lady that used to live in the apartment upstairs.
Oh, no.
Apparently, she died just a few months ago after suffering a severe fall, and the apartment had been vacant ever since. I didn't tell him about the phone call or my attempts to deliver the order to the apartment, which made what he told me next even more chilling. He went on to say that she was a regular customer at the restaurant and was remembered fondly for always ordering unseasoned chicken so she could share it with the neighborhood cat.
Oh, man.
Needless to say, working the late shift never felt quite the same after that night.
Ain't no way we just got a happy ending. Come on, horror film. Happy/sad, bro. What? Don't try to add no scary music now about it, bro. Ain't nothing scary about that. Well, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's creepy, yeah, it's still scary, but like at the end of the day, this is something sad. This is something like a cat owner died, and she's mingling with her pink. I almost said penguins. She's mingling with her pets in the afterlife, still getting them food. I don't know, bro. I feel like it was cool in its own way, but like this ain't a horror film. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. And for the next one, it is called Horror in the Bath. Let's go ahead and get into it, gang. Now remember, this is a VR 360. Is that the door? This is small. Bathroom too ain't nowhere to go. Ooh, it's dark outside. I'm sorry, gang. I'm sorry. It's doing way too much. Hold on. Bro. What is going on? Am I missing stuff? It's getting real steamy in here, though. Bro. What is going on? Blood coming from everywhere. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to look at. I've been lost this whole time, bro. This whole time. Bro, all this was just loud music. And I was just looking around looking stupid, bro. That's all this was. I was just scaring myself. All right, bro. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. The last one is by Alter, and it's called The Red Hourglass. Without further ado, hopefully it's better than the last. Let's go ahead and get into it, gang. Was that a Black Widow? Ah. She about to get superpowers.
This can't be. There must be some mistake.
The spider got her pregnant. Who this woman staring at me?
Yes, hello, Mother. I have some rather unexpected news. I appear to be with child. Mother, please listen to me. I haven't been with anyone. I promise I have not broken our vow. I'm not lying, Mother. I don't know how this happened. I'm sure being a mother is the most wonderful thing in the world, but how am I going to raise a child on my own? I can barely take care of myself. Of course I'm going to keep it, Mother. It's a child of God. I would never even consider that. Mother, it is not a bastard, as I have not been with anyone for the last time. That is the truth. Mother, I'm sorry. I have to go.
I don't know. Part of me was making me feel like
rather overwhelming.
she's super religious, almost like a nun like.
Yes, of course.
So I thought she was talking about like somebody mother-wise religiously, but this might be her actual mom. Cause I was gonna say I have a feeling she ain't been with nobody at all. What she said is true. She ain't been with nobody. She feel like she married reincarnated. Reincarnated.
You're a child of God.
I don't think that's God though.
An immaculate conception.
This finna be so weird, bro.
The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout.
She already gave birth?
Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's gonna be a spider, bro. That's that same woman. Is that your second time seeing her? That can't just be your second time. What you just standing there for? If that's your baby, I'm getting out. But that's something with your baby.
Thank you, O Heavenly Father, for blessing me with this child, and for entrusting me to be the caretaker of your divine offspring. May his holy light shine upon this world. Amen.
Ain't no way she going to bed like this normal. Oh no. Bro, what is going on, bruh? Oh my goodness, bro. This video giving me the chills. Like, I can't even talk right now because, like, just looking at that, bro. Don't tell me she out there again. I'm trying to figure out why we haven't seen what this child looked like yet. I don't know, bro. This making me feel so uneasy.
Hello, Mother. There is something wrong with this child.
You think?
No, it's not ill. It's wicked, Mother. It's the devil's child, I know it. I thought it was God's child. How could I be so blind as to think he would bless such a wretched soul as mine with his divine offspring? Also, Mother, there's all these strange people watching the house. They started to show up after the baby was born. It's a coven, Mother. They're in league with the beast. I'm not going mad, Mother. I assure you, the people are indeed there. There are more of them. May God help us.
Yeah, she done for it. She done for it, bro.
Yes, I'm still here, Mother. Mother, I have to go. God bless.
Bro.
Can I help you with something?
Call the cops. What are you doing? You finna
Why
take
are you all staring at my house?
a 1v10?
It is very impolite. What is it that you all want?
The child, the child. We must see the child.
The child! The child! We must see the child! The child! The child! We must see the child! The child! The child! We must see the child! The child! The
He just
child!
hit me. Take
We
it,
must
bro.
see the child!
Little dude just bit me here and they got teeth. I just gave birth to him. Go ahead and take him, bro. Ain't no way I'm doing this.
I must care for the child, no matter how wicked it may seem.
We want the child!
Why can't we not see this child, bro? I don't think this baby look like a regular baby. Got another like big spider? What is that? You should have gave one to him, bro.
Hello, Mother. Yes, everything is fine now. It was all a misunderstanding. Being a mother is the most wonderful thing in the world. I don't know why I was so resistant to the call. I can't wait for you to meet him. He's a miracle. Oh, and the mother. I know who the father is.
All hail! All hail!
Don't tell me, bro, don't tell me she done fell into this cult and the daddy is a spider. Bro, and the baby's a spider and she gave birth to a spider. Or a baby that transformed to a spider. What? Bro, for the first Freaky Friday of the year, bro, all it is another headache, bro. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to feel about this at all. Strangest Spider-Man. Like, bro. She got bit by a spider and gave birth? Or the spider implant? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, bro. I'm just go ahead and wrap this thing up. But y'all do me a favor before y'all go. Drop a comment, like down below for your boy. Subscribe, click the bell for me too. Let me catch y'all next time, bro. Peace.